Stays careful out there. Back to the Bengals and one of the team's biggest fans.
Okay, so no, it is not Cherie Palello, even though she is a pretty big fan herself, although she is definitely in the running. Cherie, you met somebody who is an even bigger Bengals fan than you. You got to tell us.
Yeah, I think he is. He definitely has me beat. So he is a little boy from New Richmond who has the spirit of a tiger. He is the Bengals' biggest little fan, and despite a crippling disease, he doesn't let that stop him in life or in rooting on his favorite team.
Come here.
When you're a little kid fighting just to feel good, to feel like all of the other kids your age, the little things make all the difference.
Yeah, I knew that they would be good, but I didn't think that we'd be like AFC Championship bound or anything like that.
So even when the team wasn't selling merchandise and fans weren't jumping on the Bengals bandwagon, 10-year-old River Blank was.
No, I was just used to it when we kept on losing.
He's met players, gotten balls signed. Former cornerback Darqueze Dennard even gave him his shoes.
Yeah, this is his focus. He's morning, noon, and night. Before he even comes downstairs in the morning, he's checking stats.
Who they?
River was born with infantile scoliosis.
When he was about 6 months old, about the time he started sitting up, we noticed he kind of sat with a lean, and we took him into the pediatrician, and he sent us to Children's, and he started casting within a week.
For most of his life, he's worn these casts, 31 of them so far, to try and straighten his back. The orange and black one is, of course, his favorite. River has been through 5 surgeries, and even though he's out of the cast now, the road isn't going to be easy. There are more surgeries, more months in the hospital.
He doesn't let it bother him at all. Seeing him figure it all out makes it so much easier for us. And we always say there's kids out there who are going through way worse, and there's parents who are going through way worse. So I feel like we're kind of lucky.
But River has a whole lot of Houday faith in himself and in his hometown team.
I think that we're going to win the AFC Championship and not just go all the way here for nothing.
But you think we can do it?
Yeah, we're used to it. He played in the SEC in college, and that's louder than Arrowhead.
His football knowledge blows me away. I'm telling you, he knows everything about not just football, a lot of sports, by the way. You better believe, of course, River is going to be watching that big game on Sunday in the man cave that he has there. You saw it's pretty cool. Dad is also a huge Bengals fan, so Mom, Amanda, is really hoping for a win for her sake. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, I can imagine it would be a little icy in that household if they did not win. But we're not even talking about that, Cherie.
Right.
You know, I love stories like this because for him and for the story that we shared previously, I hope that the players really use that as fuel, wanting to win for these fans who are just so much is riding on this game. You know, it can really bring them so much joy.
It's about so much more than football, and he does have a lot of knowledge there, Cherie, talking about how Arrowhead Stadium not quite as loud as what the SEC is, and I know that Tiger Stadium down there in Baton Rouge is a really loud one too, so it seems like he knows a lot about what he's talking about there.
He's just like Joe. He's like, oh, Arrowhead, meh, yeah, nothing.